We are good.
For the middle class, while the GOP wants to put her interest last. He's gonna give it to you on no hesitation. With the right ideas to lead this great nation. No handouts, no special interest groups. He don't lie to give votes, he's telling you the truth. And while the media wants to downplay him, he still gon' fight, tell him all he ain't playing. So we all can feel he's the only one I know who can conquer this insanity of this Wall Street bickering, belittling the poor dollar bills, only thing they considering. When people need health care, kids need school. When it comes to politics, Bernie's breaking rules. No attack days on the competition's needed. He's running on the facts, and it's something that we needed. Feel the vibe, make him feel the vibe. On the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make him feel the vibe. All the haters on the left, make him feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make him feel the vibe. All the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make him feel the vibe. So the haters on the left, make him feel the vibe. You see him scared shook, he's a democratic socialist, but they don't even know what it means, they just roll with it. Get over it, check the resume, fighting for civil rights ever since the first day. While other candidates steal with their hands out, we do it old school, grassroots, stand out. Cause this is our time to have a voice to serve. You ain't can't take your chance, now it's our turn. They say he can't win, he's too liberal, way too extreme, too honest and too cynical. They want another robot politician, the same old rhetoric, now they gonna listen. Feel the vibe, make them feel the vibe. All the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make them feel the vibe. So the haters on the left, make them feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make them feel the vibe. All the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make them feel the vibe. So the haters on the left, make them feel the vibe.
Millions of working people.
No more corporations. Grassroots campaign. Bernie 2016.
Want to take care of kids.
Yeah. Who's excited? We gotta do it. I'm excited. It's early, but I'm excited. Yes. Yes. Here we go. One more time. Feel the vibe, make it feel the vibe. All the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make it feel the vibe. So the haters on the right, make it feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make it feel the vibe. All the way to the White House, feel the vibe. Feel the vibe, make it feel the vibe. So the haters on the left, make it feel the vibe. Yeah, thank you guys. Bernie Sanders 2016 political revolution. Yes.
Thanks a lot, Tony Tig and sister. Are we warming up or what? Are we going to march for Bernie or what? Are we going to elect him the next president of the United States? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Now, we're one big family here. The whole purpose of this parade, this march, was to get contingency of us here from Southern California so that we can keep up this momentum. There's a Martin Luther King parade coming up, you know, and other parades that we can use these signs, use these headdresses again and come out. So we'll let you know. So please sign up. Please, first of all, please sign up on the sheets that we're passing out so that we can get to contact you so we can do more marches like this and keep the momentum going all year round, okay? Because we need to do this all year till November for sure. Now, I want to bring the man that his vision was to create this march. He's done other causes like Occupy and other causes, and he's done these marches after the parade, and he's going to give us some more logistics about that. Please welcome the organizer, Carlos Marroguin.
How's everybody doing? Happy New Year's to everybody. All right, we're going to have a great time today. I think we're all excited. We got great signs. We got beautiful floats. We got Big Bernie out there. Check him out. All right. We're going to have plenty of flyers to pass out. We're going to have stickers to give away. So everything is happening really good. We have somebody very special with us today. As you know, that the campaign is in full gear right now, full force. We have very strategic planning going on. Bernie Sanders, I understand, is in Iowa today with the people out there because that's a key state. So we're going to hear about the national campaign today. They sent a representative with to us. And we were excited to have Becky Bond with us. And more exciting is to know that Bernie Sanders is following this event. You know, so we're gonna be very positive. I'm excited because the people that helped put this thing together made it happen. Without them, we couldn't have done it. So I would like to introduce them to you. Okay, we have people that sacrificed, went to so many meetings, and we worked together, and very good people to work with. I'm very happy that things came together, and if it was not for them, this would not have happened. So I hope that I don't miss anybody, but I would like to thank Anais, come on. All right, Kathy Fee. Where's Kathy?
Just say their name, please.
All right. We have, of course, Herbert. All right. Ezekiel, he's not here yet. He's on his way. And we also have Suzanne O'Keefe that helped us with some of the media stuff, communicating to the media. And we have Orino. He's back there handling the t-shirts, and also Stephanie. So great people to work with. We also have Imelda. Imelda, thank you. Back there, yes. All right, who am I missing? Am I missing anybody else? Chris, yes. And the people that built the float. Again, you know, we have a lot of volunteers. There's people that work behind the scenes that, you know, they just wanted to contribute. We had somebody that donated 100,000 flyers, you know, and that's exciting. So people just came together and start opening up their hearts because they understand that this is very important to all of us. We're not gonna get another chance like this. So if we're gonna do something, we gotta do it all the way. All the way. So I'd like to introduce to you Becky Bonds from the National Campaign for Bernie Sanders.
Who's ready to elect Bernie Sanders the next president of the United States? I want to thank Marroguin for inviting me here today. Also, Herbert Siguenza, I'm a longtime fan of Culture Clash. Very exciting to be up here. Imelda, who actually got me here physically. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, so I really appreciate that. My name is Becky Bond, and I work on the national campaign team for Bernie Sanders 2016. And I do want to let you know that this might be the best Bernie Sanders event I've been to. I'm serious. And I've been to a lot of Bernie Sanders events, but this is truly amazing. The creativity, the diversity, the passion, the willingness to work to win. This is what it's going to take for us to elect Bernie Sanders President of the United States. And I want to tell you.
We will lift him back up.
Anyways, so I want to let you know how special this is and how honored I am to be here representing Bernie and the whole campaign team. This is like no other campaign that I've ever worked on in my career as an activist and someone who's been involved in social justice activism. And it's because it's not just a campaign, this is a political movement.
Yes.
And what this movement is about, it's about people like us, right? Not the people that are here and millions of others like us who are supporting Bernie and working to make him the President of the United States. So I want to thank you, most of all, for everything that you are doing to help build this movement and to help elect Bernie Sanders the next President of the United States. Woo! Now, I'd like to see a show of hands of people for whom this is the first political campaign they've ever worked on. Look around, everybody look around, right? That is amazing, and that is why this is going to be different than other campaigns in the past, because so many people are getting involved, because they know that this is our chance, like Carlos said, that this is our chance to make real change in this country, right? It's you folks, and not only is it us who are new to the process and us who've been doing this for a long time, but it's because what Bernie wants to do and what we all want to see, it's not going to be possible without a political revolution. Bernie can't do it alone, right? And every time you see him in a debate, he says it. He needs it. We need a political revolution. We need millions of people across the country to make this change possible. And what's great about this movement is it's a beautiful movement, right? We're Latinos, we're young people, we're African Americans, we're seniors, we're women, we're labor, we're all of us. And we're a beautiful movement, right? And it's important to recognize that. And all of us, what's special about our movement is that all of us, we're not just willing to vote for Bernie, we're willing to work for Bernie, right? And then continue to make the change that we want to see. So Bernie is right, it's going to take a political movement, right, to take our country back from the billionaire class. He can't do it alone, and that's why we're here. He needs us, right? We need you. So it's really important that we come out to events like this and that we come together, and all the work that you're doing, this is essential. This is the campaign, right? We need a political revolution if we're going to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, right? If we want universal health care in this country, it's going to take a movement, not just Bernie, to do that. It's going to take all of us if we want to make public college free. If we want to keep America out of another disastrous war in the Middle East, we're going to have to elect Bernie, and then we're going to have to back him up, right? If we want to stop breaking up immigrant families and deporting children to certain death in Central America, it's going to take all of us, right? If we want to dismantle structural racism in this country, because Sandra Bland and Tamir Rice, they would be alive today if they were white. And Bernie is the presidential candidate who's saying that, and he needs us to back him up to make him president so that we can make that change. If we want to address in real ways one of the greatest moral issues of our time, which is economic inequality, right? It's going to take all of us. It's going to take a movement, and it's going to take that movement to put Bernie Sanders in the White House.
That's right.
Now, the corporate media and the political establishment types, some of them think we can't win, right?
They're wrong.
They keep citing the national polls, right? But we know the national polls, this isn't a national election. It's state by state, right? What is the first election that's really going to matter? Iowa, right? And then New Hampshire, right? Okay, so what's really important, you know better clearly than the corporate media because they keep talking about Hillary being way ahead, right? But we know that it's neck and neck in Iowa. And we know that Bernie is leading in New Hampshire. Then there's going to be a caucus in Nevada. And then there's going to be a primary in South Carolina. And that all happens in February, right? So the national strategy, which you are a key part of, right, is that we need to win these early voting contests to show the nation that Bernie can win, right? Because when we win in those early states, then the media will have to cover Bernie as the front runner. Okay? Right? And when he's the front runner, then all of those people who've told you they're with Bernie on the issues but they don't think he can win, has anyone heard that?
Yes! Too much.
People tell me that, and I quit my job to work for Bernie. They're like, do you really think Bernie can win? Yes! Yes! So all those people, when Bernie wins in Iowa and Bernie wins in New Hampshire and the media starts covering him as a front runner, all those people who are with him on the issue but didn't think he's win, they're going to join our movement, right? And then the media will start talking about Bernie, and then all these people who don't know who he is, they're going to hear his message. And when they hear Bernie's message for the first time, a lot of people they don't know who Bernie Sanders is, right? And if we can win these early contests, they'll find out. And when they hear his message, they're going to be with us. And then we're going to go to the Super Tuesday on March 1, and there's going to be 11 states that are going to vote. And that's when the nation's going to find out that this political revolution is real and that Bernie Sanders can be the next president of the United States. Okay.
Feel the burn!
Feel the burn! Feel the burn! Feel the burn!
All right, now how are we going to win, and how are you going to help us in California, in Nevada, in New Mexico, and Minnesota, right? Help us win in these early voting states.
Canvassing!
That's right. Okay, so here's the deal, right? You guys have contributed, and millions of donors have, like almost 1 million people have donated this campaign, over 2 million contributions, right? And what that money has done is that's allowed us to go toe-to-toe on the ground in Iowa and New Hampshire. How many people have donated? That's amazing, right? How many people was their first candidate donation?
I want to say.
That's amazing, right? Thank you so much. All right, so here's the deal. Your contributions are allowing us to go toe-to-toe with the billionaire-backed candidates in Iowa and New Hampshire. We have the same number of offices on the ground in Iowa and New Hampshire. We have the same number of staff on the ground. And we're neck and neck in Iowa, within striking distance. We're leading in New Hampshire. And that's despite the fact that the billionaire-backed candidates have these super PACs that are flooding the airwaves, right, with ads, right, which we don't have and Bernie doesn't want. So what does that tell us about our strategy? This is something really important, and why what you're doing is so important. It tells us that, you know, the ads really don't matter, but if we can talk to just as many voters as the other campaigns, we can win, right? When we talk to voters and they hear Bernie's message, they support him. So our strategy, and we, the movement behind this campaign, we are the strategy. We have to talk to enough voters so that Bernie can win.
Yes, phone bank.
So how many of you have actually phone banked or called voters for Bernie?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. We need everyone here to be involved in talking to voters, right? I phone bank, and it's amazing talking to people and finding out how many people support Bernie or how many people don't know about Bernie, right? And every person you identify on the phone, or everyone that you knock on their door in Nevada, every person that you identify, we have campaign staff follow up and convince them to vote for Bernie and turn them out to canvas.
What's the website?
It is, you go to map.berniesanders.com, and you can find out all the events that are in your area, or you can go to berniesanders.com phone bank and you can get information about doing that. So here's the deal, right? When it comes down to it, Bernie has put victory within our reach.
Yes. Yes.
But we have to do the work necessary to make what's possible inevitable.
Yeah.
To make what's possible happen. It comes down to us. Universal health care, ending wars of choice, raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, breaking up the big banks, free college tuition at public universities and college. Bernie's put it all within reach, and it's up for us to make it happen. Now, I don't have to tell you that Bernie, and the campaign wanted me to talk about this today, that Bernie was the first presidential candidate to speak out against the ICE raids that have been announced.
Yeah.
Okay, as early as tomorrow, right, our government could be starting the first mass deportations of the families that have come from Central America fleeing violence.
Boo.
On Christmas Eve, Bernie said, we as a nation cannot cast out children and families who are fleeing violence in Central America. And that's the kind of president that we need, and that's the kind of president that Bernie Sanders is going to be. But it's going to take all of us to make it happen. So when we share Bernie's message with voters, they're with us. It's up to us. Bernie's made it possible. It's up to us to make it happen. And so I want to thank you all for being here and everything you're going to do. Let's go out and make Bernie Sanders the next president of the United States.
Feel the burn. Thank you, Becky. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay, guys, it's getting a little late. So we have some real important information that Carlos is going to give us and how to get into the parade and all those logistics. So please pay attention. We need to be unified here.
All right. Very important, okay? Very, very important. We need to pay attention to this, okay?
Pay attention.
Okay, very important. We're going to be, shortly, we're going to be moving the float, and we're going to park it right on the side by the next corner, getting ready to go in, okay? Now, this is what happens. The beginning of the parade is the toughest part, because people think it's over, and they're gonna try to get in the middle of the street. So we have to create like an arrow, okay? We're gonna come from both sides, and we have to make sure that we gotta push the float to the front right away.
We're pushing Bernie.
Okay, and it's very important, we gotta stay as close as possible to the tow trucks. Any space that you give them, people are gonna flock in there and they're gonna try to block you from moving Bernie forward. So we have to stay very close to the tow trucks, okay? Now, please understand, the beginning of the parade, this is when we had the grandstands. a lot of money. Rich people, mostly Republicans. Okay? Now, don't engage into any conversations with them. Move forward. If you stop, we don't want anybody passing, don't be passing anything around, okay? We just need to concentrate in moving forward. Once we make the turn into Colorado, it's a different story. We're gonna have to get going because the last vote is already coming. So we need to start cleaning up and let's man the float, okay? Yes. Please take the flowers. We need to cut it short now. We gotta go.
Before we go, let's say thank you to Carlos Marroguin and Herbert.
I listen closely to each candidate. Hear Bernie Sanders always talking straight. As our next president, he'll sure be great. My vote he's earned. I feel the burn. Bernie has decades of experience, combining wisdom, guts, and common sense. You'll never find him sitting on a fence. My vote he's earned. I feel the burn. All right, take it up a notch. We know that Bernie's always on our side, and that our faith in him is justified. We're building up a great progressive tide. Our vote he's earned. We feel the burn. He's working hard for us both day and night, and we can count on him to do what's right. That's why we're backing him with all our might. Our vote he's earned. We feel the burn. One more time. We listen closely to each candidate. Hear Bernie Sanders always talking straight. Well, if I could, I'd be his running mate. My vote he's earned. I feel the burn. One more time, my vote he's earned. I feel the burn. One more time, I feel vote he's earned. I feel the burn.
Yes.